New at 6, hundreds of neighbors gathered today in Shallotte to celebrate a big milestone for a local nonprofit helping people fight addiction. And it's all free of charge. WECT's Mackenzie Bruns was there for a ribbon cutting. Mackenzie, what exactly were they celebrating today?
Well, Delaney Christian Recovery Centers is opening a brand new 28-acre campus in Brunswick County. And with it, the organization is expanding their capacity to help even more people get their lives back on track.
Half and half.
Yeah, fresh lemonade, sweet southern tea, the kind of spread that draws a crowd on a warm afternoon. And today, that crowd has every reason to celebrate. These neighbors came for Christian Recovery Centers, a nonprofit offering free drug and alcohol treatment and recovery services right here in Brunswick County. In that line, Dwayne Richardson. He's now the executive assistant for CRCI, but rewind to 2023. His life looked a lot different.
It changed my life. It saved my life. I was actually homeless, living in a tent in Wilmington, North Carolina.
Richardson was a resident in the very program he now helps run. He stood alongside more than 500 others, family, friends, alumni, and those still on their journey. To cut the ribbon on a new 28-acre property. The facility is dedicated to the motivational track, the treatment phase of CRCI's program, while a separate facility handles recovery and re-entry. And for the first time, the new grounds hosted something just as meaningful, a family reunification event. Kids racing down slides, families laughing over classic barbecue, loved ones getting to see face-to-face the progress being made.
Hundreds of family members showed up representing loved ones or even themselves inside of the local recovery community and getting to lay eyes on all of the young people, all of the mothers, all of the fathers.
For Richardson, this is what it's all about.
It's been a big goal and a dream of ours, not only to get someone from a place of suffering where they're in the streets, they're homeless, they've burned bridges with their families. We're trying to mend those bridges.
With 240 residential beds now available, all free of charge, the need is real, and so is the hope. Because for these families, the sweetest thing in that line today isn't the tea.
Now, if you or someone you know is ready to take the first step, CRCI does have a free online survey to get you started. You can find that link on the WECT News app. Mackenzie Bruns, WECT News.